Hello and welcome everybody to Dungeons, also maybe Dragons. This is going to be a little one shot we're doing because usually Wednesdays, as most of you know, are for Dungeons, also maybe Dinosaurs. But DM Calith is recovering from her move and it'll be a couple of weeks before we're back at it. So instead, we're going to
You
do
were
this.
combining you were combining both of the campaigns that we do.
Not
Or rather
really.
you do. I don't do both of them.
This is a one shot, babe. So it's not really a combination.
I
Combination of
mean, like,
absolutely
when you
nothing
were
like the other
saying
one.
the title of one of our campaigns, you were combining two of them.
Oh, yes. Well, this one is going to be called Frozen Sick. For any of you familiar with it, this is a one-shot that is free on D&D Beyond. So we will be running that, possibly with a little bit of home brewery along the way, because you all know how I can't stick to a simple storyline. That's for losers. But anywho, we will be playing in this little sort of one shot tonight. Possibly next Wednesday as well if we don't finish it, which we probably won't, since technically it's level 1 through 3. Probably get through a little bit of it tonight. We spent the last hour and a half sort of making characters and me loading up maps and such. And we've got an interesting cast of characters. Let's go from left to right as I've got them lined up on the road here. First one is Alomac. Alamak, tell us a little bit about your character. Feel free to be as vague as you want to be, considering.
Alomiak is friend. Alomiak is Alomiak, not Alomak, but it's okay. Many people get confused. Alomiak is not a code bad, but Alomiak good friend. And Alomiak help a very sad passing. Yes, good.
Excellent. And Alamiak, what do you look like when people look upon you?
Oh, coat, a glove, a very good, sash, very good, a boot, and pants, yes, pants, a hat, and a scarf, yes. Oh, the eyes, very pretty eyes.
Excellent. All right, that's Alomiak. Did I say it right this time?
Yes.
Okay,
Alomiak.
that is Alomiak. Next we have Havu. Havu, tell us about your character.
Havu is very nice. Havu is not sneaky or suspicious. Havu is friend with everyone. Yes,
I
friends.
don't know, that might be a little bit sus among us.
No. Why? Just no. Havu is friends, right? Alomiak, Havu friends, yes?
What, so you're friends with the sussy mungus imposter?
I keep my eyes on you.
Havu, what do you look like?
She is snaky like. She is a 1T, so she is kind of snaky like, kind of greenish eyes and greenish skin and slightly greenish hair, and she is beautiful like snake. She is beautiful like snake, though others are more beautiful as being more like snake. I did like Turtle, who sort of had snakiness, but now keeping an eye on Turtle.
So there's a lot of variety of
Why?
Yanti.
All
Are you
because
the
you're
sort
acting like
that
an
has a
imposter.
snake tail or the sort that has legs?
She has a snake tail.
Snake tail. Okie dokie.
Yes.
So no legsy, just snaky.
Just snaky. Beautiful
Excellent.
snaky.
Beautiful snaky. Such nice fluorescent scales. Not fluorescent, iridescent. There we go.
There we go. Yeah, I was gonna say not quite fluorescent.
Definitely fluorescent. Fucking hot pink and
She
orange
glows
over
in
here.
the dark.
She's a coral snake.
Yes, she is. She is kind of dark greenish, darker scales, but of course, very beautiful and shiny because snake is always beautiful.
Snake.
Snake.
Well, let's move on to the other reptilian in the group, War. Tell everybody about yourself.
So my name is War. I'm a turtle, and basically, I've been around for actually about 40 years. The thing is, like, as you know, us turtles, we live pretty long lives, and I also used to fight in turtle wars. Yes, those are a thing where I was from, and that's why I keep this axe on me in case some other gang turtles try to jump me. Also, so then I can fight and help out my friends and whatnot. Yeah, also that.
And
Uh, I also sometimes use this shell as a means of defense in case somebody tries attacking me. I might occasionally go inside my shell to prevent myself from getting hit, or at least get less hurt from it. Or I just turn around as quick as I can in order to just make the hit hurt less.
Alrighty,
Um, there's not much else.
and what do you look like, War?
I basically look like a giant. I basically look like a giant tortoise combined with a turtle, and some people have considered making a massive turtle soup out of me.
Well, speaking of cooking habits, that brings us to the last member of our group, Finton Leafkettle. So, Finton, tell us about yourself.
Oh, apparently I was muted.
Apparently.
I was like, hello, my name is Finton Leafkettle, and I would like to share with you this most amazing cookbook. I made it myself. But, I literally can't pull that out of my butt. That's not any of the influences I had for this character.
It is now.
Or inspirations. But anyways, Finton Leafkettle is a halfling. He is very friendly. He is constantly trying to get anyone and everyone that will give him the time of day to try his new recipes. And he comes from a very large family. The family owns a restaurant, and while he's still part of the family, he's kind of the one to, like, we don't talk about Fintel kind of deal. He he kind of has this problem of just borrowing fancy things when people aren't paying attention.
Oh dear. Well, what's he look like?
He is a clean-shaven halfling. He has like messy red hair, a little curly, uh, big brown eyes that are like light brown, kind of like hazelish. And he's just wearing oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry. And he's just kind of wearing like regular old commoner's clothes. Nothing too fancy. Otherwise, it would just get messy and dirty with the various ingredients he likes to experiment with. But yeah, just short little halfling boy that likes to cook and befriend everyone. Uh, yeah,
Okay.
very chipper personality.
All right. Well, excellent. So, we are playing that little module that I told you about. So hold on 1 second while I bring up the opening so you guys know where we are. Na 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 na. Sorry, I'm trying to bring this up on my phone so it doesn't pop up on the stream. Because I only just knew about an hour before we were doing this that we were doing this. There we go. Alrighty. So the four of you have been called into Palebark Village from the surrounding villages, or you live in it yourself. And you've been called in to attend the funeral of what is, to most of you, a fairly decent friend. Um, so he's unfortunately one of your good friends. Let's see, where is it? Ergon has fallen ill and passed away, and nobody's really sure if it was on the level or not because of the manner in which he passed away. You'd heard whispers and little outcroppings of rumors, but you hadn't come to see for yourself until today. You are gathered with a group of other villagers outside what passes for the main town hall in Palebark Village. And you are gathered there for a funerary procession. They don't really bury people here. The ground is frozen almost year round, so mostly they burn them. So you are actually part of a funerary procession that is heading towards the fields to the south from the longhouse to go burn him on a pyre. But you're not entirely sure exactly how well he is going to burn because of the manner of his death. As you watch the other villagers who have been elected to be pallbearers for his coffin bed, uh, through the streets, you notice that unlike a closed casket like you are used to, there is no lid on the coffin top because they are unable to close it. A frozen arm, blue as the cerulean sky, reaches upwards from the coffin, grasping at something it will never be able to touch again. And you hear the whispers throughout the crowd that this was how he was found, and he has not thawed out since, completely frozen solid with a look of anguish upon his face.
Which way is the funeral procession going?
It is starting to head south along this road right here.
Okay. And you said it's
This
Aragon?
Ergon.
Ergon.
His name is Ergon Wenth.
sorry to break character, but all I can think of right now is the beginning of that one Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah, his name is Ergon Wenth, and he is he is a dwarven gentleman who was known for being both an explorer and a merchant. So
How
how you know him is up to you guys, but he's known for being an explorer and a merchant.
Hava's like, oh, such shame, such shame. Oh, so sad, and just kind of like watching everybody and looking around and seeing what's going on, and kind of being a little bit extra nosy, like trying to look in the, kind of stretching up extra tall to kind of look in and be like, what does he look like? But, oh, so sad, such sadness.
Since most of the creatures carrying him are in fact other dwarves, you actually get a pretty good view. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Okie dokie. think I see.
Oh, yeah. With your beautiful snake-like vision, which snakes are notorious bad eyesight, but not you, not you. That's one snaky aspect you did not inherit. But with your beautiful snaky gaze, you peer into the coffin as you sort of like use your tail to lever you up above the crowds and just peer straight down into it as it passes by. You see his mouth just like racked in a tormented expression. He looks like he's reaching out and grasping something in his hand that is reaching out of the coffin, while the others are in sort of a kneeling position with the knees upwards and the heels back. It looks like there's bits of wood actually clinging to the bottom of his legs where somebody pried him off of the floorboards that he was on when he was found in that position. And you can see, even through the ice, the veins of his arms and legs, and even some parts of his face where the skin's exposed, or rather where it was exposed before it froze into solidness, is actually a deeper, darker blue than the ice itself, as though the blood in his veins was frozen long before the rest of his body was.
Oh, so sad. So sad. You said he had something in his hands.
No, it looks like he
Oh.
had something in his hands at one point. It is not currently in his hand, but it looks like he was reaching out to grasp something with the hand that is pointed skywards. Whatever it was, though, is no longer there.
Oh, so sad. So sad. So sad. She's just like looking around to see if anybody's holding anything suspicious. She's very nosy.
It doesn't look like
Is it like a crowd? Is there like a
Oh, yes.
crowd?
There's a good crowd of about 20-ish villagers or so.
If you see me, he probably Fintel probably has like a drumstick in his hand that he's snacking on.
Wow. Somber occasion, and you're already snacking.
But it's a chicken.
Must eat. Must eat.
What are you doing, Lomiak? Lomiak? What are you doing, Lomiak?
Alomiak, Alomiak, watch, that one good friend, yes, very, very nice shoes, yes, very, 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 very nice shoes, actually. Good, and you know, good friend, very decent, but you know, Alomiak, no, the tall friends, ritual, so Alomiak, stay back and be quiet, yes, is nice thing.
Alrighty.
I did not understand a single word of any of that.
War, what are you doing?
What I am doing is I am sleeping inside of my shell.
During a funeral?
Well, then maybe not sleeping. I'm probably just crying inside of my shell.
Okay. You just retract your head in, and everybody around you hears the hollow sobbing echoing out from your shell.
I'm not crying. You're crying. You hear none of this, okay?
What is noise? Where? What is noise?
It come from Sad Turtle.
Portal.
Alomiak, comfort, and you feel this glove like pat against your back, and it's a very, very light touch, you notice, but like it's just pat, right against your shell.
Would you like a snack? That's usually how I deal with my emotions. It helps. It's a small distraction. What? I can give you some food.
War?
Can you have me in there?
Hey, Jason, do you hear yourself
Ignore
being
sad
talked to?
turtle.
Yeah, wait, what?
You got offered food by Finton to make you feel better.
Yes, I love food. I am also very hungry right now.
Sad and hungry. Best
I
combination.
usually only have to eat like maybe once a day.
Okay, I got something here. I packed it in my bag just for this occasion, and here you go. And he'll hand you a stick. That is on the stick is you can't exactly tell what it is. It's breaded. It's breaded. Yeah, it's a breaded treat on a stick.
Let's see what this tastes like.
If it's deep fried turtle, I'm going to hurt you.
It's not deep fried turtle.
Thank God. I don't want to be a cannibal.
It's not much wider than the stick. It's pretty thin.
Better not be snake.
It's not snake.
Good, good.
Better not be a
So-
lomiac.
Because
so-
we friends.
So as you taste it, you first you bite into the breading, and breading's pretty basic, nothing special there. But then you notice this creamy texture, and then immediately after this slimy texture.
Oh my God, you did Food Wars, didn't you? Or what's his nuts from
Not
Food
the only.
Wars?
That is not the only reference for this character.
Oh my God.
Seriously, what is it?
It is as you bite into it and you look at it, you realize it's octopus, cooked octopus, like grilled octopus with this light tan brown color, creamy texture, surrounded in breading. It's that creamy texture gives off a nutty flavor.
Oh,
Looks very good. Looks very good.
seafood. I'm from the ocean. Why would you murder? Why would you murder one of my friends from the ocean? I recognize this octopus. We used to be friends back in middle school.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that. I'm from the land and I eat other land creatures such as like cows and chickens. I thought it was kind of the same in the ocean. But okay, I'll make sure not to make that mistake again. Hermo, right?
Hermo?
I forgot what your
Habu?
character's name. Habu. I knew it was an H. Habu, here you go. Here, it's my newest creation.
It's not snake, yes.
No, it's the same thing I gave him. It's,
then I will eat. Yes, I would eat. She eats it very happily.
You're getting some looks from some of the villagers. All of you are.
It is way we grieve. We grieve very sad, very sad. We eat in his honor.
Look, you cry, I eat. We all deal with grief differently, okay?
I think this
Celebrate
eating is
life
making me
by
cry
eating.
more because this was my friend in middle school.
Oh man, war is
Multiple funerals.
I had no idea why. I'm sorry, why. I'm sorry.
It is very good, very
Here,
good.
know this. Never, ever kill another octopus. Or I will
Oh, no.
shoot you down.
I didn't kill him. I don't know who did, but it wasn't me.
What, did you buy it or something?
Well, yes. How else do you think we get our product? We don't
well,
swap with everything.
Whoever killed my friend from middle school, I will find them, and I will make sure to end their lives.
Well, there you go. Now you've got a mission.
Aren't you cooked?
I was really gonna be like... Sorry, go ahead.
You're good.
I was like, is it from the guy in the coffin? Is he the guy who sold you the food?
Maybe he is a merchant.
It'd be like, suspect.
The mission to find the killer just turned to a mission to clear your name.
Oh dear. Alrighty. Well, uh, while you guys are doing this, they've actually transported the coffin to the field by now, so they're kind of out of sight, although you do see several villagers walking down, following the procession that is going out to the fields, where they have a pyre already built and ready to light.
Oh, must go grieve with friends, and looks around at like all the people walking by and kind of avoiding her. But she's gonna follow down to the ceremony.
The dwarves don't seem to avoid you very much, but the elves do look at you leerily.
Is it here or is it
Yes.
out? Okay.
Yeah, it's right kind of here in the center of the field next to the well in case it gets out of hand. They're smart about things. You coming, Alomiak?
Yeah, sure. You see this thing just flailing its limbs as it follows you down the street and goes,
This is the most garbage fucking quartet of people I've ever had the fortune to.
At this point,
Yeah.
are we even?
What's his name?
At this point, are we even people at all? Like
None of you.
I'm pretty sure all of us are like some type of animal.
Alomiak is person. Nice people. Very nice people.
I'm halfling. I'm just a short person.
Oh, you're like the only full human being on our team, I think.
He is not a human being.
I don't think we really know what Mika is either. So
Oh,
Alomiak is people and it's good people. Nice people. Good people.
I mean, everybody can pretty much tell exactly what I am by looking at me.
a rude guy who interrupts funerals! Yells one of the villagers.
Havu
Wow.
kind of walks away from them,
But
like,
are
oh,
you trying to assume
so
the worst of
disrespectful,
me
so
just
disrespectful.
because I'm a turtle?
Yeah. Alomiak
All
just
I
like
am is
waves
a
a hand at them.
He's following us, so no.
like what does that mean?
What do? Where go? What do?
You just spend the next
Welcome.
10 minutes following each other around the field while everybody else is trying very hard to ignore you and participate in this funeral.
Why are y'all looking at me like that? Come on, what the hell is wrong with you?
While that's all going on,
How's the revenge feel? Sorry.
a
Look,
grizzled-looking male elf steps up onto the edge of the pyre as the dwarf pallbearers step down after placing the coffin on top of the large pile of sticks and logs and other combustible items that have been saved for just this sort of a thing. I don't know, Patrick. But he clears his throat. Thank you all for attending Urgon's service. We are here today to pay our respects to our dear friend Urgon Wentz. He lived a long and prosperous life among this community, as long as, if not even longer than myself. We, half of the things we have here in Palebark we would not have were it not for Urgon and his constant travels and redistribution of the things that he finds. But the end that he has met today, or rather 2 days ago when we found him, is one that is quite unfortunate and still not fully explained. After the service, I invite any of you who have information to share with myself and the members of the guard to meet us by the meet us by the town hall that we may discuss such a thing. And those of you who have the time and the fortitude to possibly undertake the grim task of finding what is responsible for this, if you would meet me there as well. If any of you, and he kind of looks out across the crowd, meeting the eyes of quite a few people, maybe even yourselves, if any of you have any way that you could offer your assistance, it would be most handsomely rewarded, as I have great concerns when it comes to the manner of dear Ergon's death. Make no mistake, finding out what happened to produce this, and he waves a hand at the hand that's still sticking out of the costume, out of the coffin. Whatever caused this is going to be no small matter to deal with. Thank you. And let us now all raise our hands to the sky, and may the gods hear our prayers, whether softly spoken or held within, for Orgon's passing. And may his soul find itself in a good afterlife. We pray. And then you hear some of the villagers mumbling and muttering to themselves. Others just stay silent, whatever they have to say, kept inside between their god and no one else. Any words that any of you would like to speak?
Oh yes, rest in peace, and we we are all here to support each other as friends. We are here to remember friend um uh
Hmm.
Ergon. He rest in pieces.
Ripping pepperonis.
And because I can't quite find exactly what kind of arms she's holding up, I put a thing in Discord about similar almost to kind of how she just held her arms up, like yes, pray for him, yes.
Dear Lord.
Rip in the pepperonis that I put on my pizza while I skateboard away.
Alrighty then. Any words that Finton or Alomiak wish to speak?
Death bad. De dead good. No more pain and sleep and a friend gone very sad. Yes.
And what about you, Finton?
I don't have anything. Sorry, work thing came up.
Okay. Finton just
Totally
busily.
threw a pause on my creative juices.
Finton just gnaws on a carrot to suppress his grief.
Yes, that's exactly what he does.
Alright. And as the prayers are offered up to the midwinter sky, you see this elven gentleman who you all know to be one of the elders of the village, a elf by the name of Elro Aldatar. He takes up a torch and he lightly touches it to the pile of dried hay and twigs that form the base of this pyre, and they catch quite quickly. The flames starting to lick up the sides and slowly burn and consume the coffin. You can't see if they are able to melt the ice or not, because currently the flames themselves are obscuring your view of it. You probably have to come back in a couple of hours when the pyre is finally done to see if it was able to melt the icy prison of death that covered Urban. But after about 20, 15 to 20 minutes of burning, you do see some of the villagers gradually start trickling away. And Elrond is one of them, flanked by two guards as he heads to the the meeting place, the town hall that occupies the left half of the village.
Havu looks over at Lomiak, who suddenly walked over into the corner, and goes, okay. And and she's going to go walk towards the town hall because she wants to hear some gossip of what people think happened. And see if she can get any information. Is this the town hall?
The town hall is the large, yes, right over there.
Okay. And just kind of hang out, nonchalantly listening to everything.
Mm-hmm. I see. All right. So currently, right now, there are two guards that are standing at the doorway itself, kind of just leaning there, posted. They're a little bit on edge just because of what happened to Ergon. One of them is a dwarf, and the other one is a relatively young-looking elf.
Are they talking to each other about what happened?
They are not actually. They are just
Darn.
kind of standing there. One of them looks rather sad, the other one kind of indifferent. The sad one is the dwarf.
What would Havu do?
What would Havu do?
What would Havu do?
What would Havu do?
I'm sorry, I think I know now what Alomiak is. Okay, sorry. um, okay. Havu is, going to, with much heart, say, oh, such sad loss. Are you both okay? Uh, I want to check and make sure you're okay. To the individuals at the door.
And the the elven woman kind of looks up and quirks an eyebrow, and she's like, well, as fine as we can be in this situation, I suppose. The dwarven gentleman sniffles a little bit, like, he was me mother's brother.
Oh,
Good old Ergon. May he rest
yeah.
his beard.
Yes, yes. Mm, Resting in peace, absolutely. He will be missed. Yes. Any idea of what happened?
No, they don't rightly know. We're hoping
Hmm.
anybody might have some ideas, and Eero said to admit anybody who wanted to talk about it or had any ideas of what might have happened. Were you wanting to go speak to Eero?
I'm going to think some more about what may have happened. I will return.
Oh, all right. Well, thank you for trying.
And then she's going to go back and try to look closer at the fire and everything just to see if she can get any other ideas of what might be happening.
Roll a perception check. Yeah, it's kind
Great
of hard.
fire.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see through the smoke and the fire itself. The coffin is fully ablaze at this point, but you're not sure if the frozen body within is.
Hmm. Hmm.
Looks like he just got roasted.
Havu is going to kind of walk around and just kind of listen and see if anybody has any ideas of what might have happened, and also does she have any ideas of what might have happened from the information that she knows.
Go ahead and roll another perception check.
Nope.
Yeah, no, you hear talk, but it's mostly about the deeds that Ergon had performed while alive. Fond memories of him. There was that one time he got drunk as a skunk at his granddaughter's baptism and fell off the battlements, landed on his head, and still somehow managed to come out all right. But nothing to refer to exactly how he died or what could have possibly caused it.
Right. Yeah, she's just like, boring things. She just thinks in her mind, nothing interesting. And she's going to go over to Lomiak, and he's like, "You have any idea of what might be going on?" I don't know if Felix is back yet. Nope, she's going to go over to Finton and ask then. Any idea what may have happened?
I don't know. I don't know. Oh shit! I lost the character. I lost my own voice. Damn, not just the character voice.
Your voice has been a lie this whole entire time. I'm disappointed.
I like you. You sneaky like snake. I like you.
Yeah. Shit, I can't remember. Yeah. I don't know. Yes. Sorry.
I think
Stupid
y'all
work.
was closer.
Yeah. Yeah, I am sneaky. I am. People usually don't really see me all the time. God damn, that call threw me off. I'm sorry. I'm out of it right now.
Okay, I'm not going to ask Turtle because Turtle doesn't know, and she's gonna go back.
Yeah.
And kind of. Is there another way into the building to listen, or a window that she can listen through?
There are several windows. All of them are at the same height. First floor. It does not have a second floor. It's just a long hall that has a number of tables and chairs in it that people use for when they have celebrations in the village or for meetings of the town meetings of sort. There is one small office in the very back portion of it that does have a window that you can look in, that has a desk and a lot of bookshelves that have a number of handwritten and handbound books in them that are probably like the small bit of records that this village holds about its founding and any accounting and things that need to be done for the government itself. But it's just a fairly simple town hall. You do see as you peer through the window without even needing to make a perception check, Elro kind of sitting at one of the tables. He has a small drink in his hands, a cup of some kind of yellowish liquid that he is sipping on, and occasionally casting hopeful glances at the door.
I guess no one has idea of what happened. I don't have idea what happened. I want to know what happened. Okay, I guess I go in. And she's gonna go, okay, I'm going in now.
All right. And the two guards aren't barring the door or anything. They're just kind of posted there, just in case anything were to happen.
Mind if I hop in after them?
Oh, certainly. You can go in now if you want to. It's not one at a time sort of thing. It's more of a.
Well, by out. Yeah. That's kind of what I meant. Just like right on her. Yeah, just right behind. That was what I was going to say. Yes, but after the incident with War, I didn't want to be offensive.
No, you're right, lad. Go right in then. Speaking of war, what are you and Alomiak doing? Or rather, war if Alomiak's not back yet.
I'm just roaming around the town, thinking about how exactly I'm gonna go about executing the plan to murder whoever killed middle school friend.
Roll a quick intelligence check for me, War.
Okay. Let's see here. Hold up. I'm trying to figure this out here. I have completely forgotten how to use Roll20.
Okie dokie. So when you're looking at your character sheet, you go up to the part that says character sheet, right next to bio and info, and then up pops all your stats and numbers and stuff. And you're going to click on the box that says intelligence that's on the left hand side, the box with the big numbers in it. You're going to click on the one that says intelligence.
Alright, I'm trying to find the thing that says character sheet.
Oh, that's right. You don't remember where it is. So it's the compendium, not the compendium, the journal has your character sheet. So top right hand corner, it looks like a newspaper. Click on it. See it?
Yeah, I see it now.
And then your character sheet should say war. WAER, war.
Oh yeah, I see it now. So I'm going to roll intelligence, which I don't even have a plus modifier for. Is this game trying to say I'm dumb?
No, it's trying to say that I maxed out your strength, dexterity, and constitution because you said you wanted to be a tank.
Okay, you know what? Fair enough. I guess I'm more brawn than brain.
You know, War. Ergon's death was really suspicious, kind of like the death of your squid friend your octopus friend from the ocean. It's really suspicious. You know, I bet whoever killed Ergon, if he was killed, is responsible for the octopus's death too. I bet if you went and saw what you could find out in the town hall where Elro said he wanted to talk about it with everybody, I bet if you went to that, you might get some clues as to who is responsible for all these heinous crimes.
You know what? That doesn't sound like a bad idea. I'm going to investigate.
Alrighty. And Olomiak comes run flailing up to the door of the town hall, where the two guards kind of blink at him. They're like, "Hello, Olomiak. You coming in to talk?"
Yes.
All right then. Come right on in.
And then as they open up, Alamia kind of like swings their arms in a back and forth and like a almost like they're trying to do like a proud gesture walk, but it's more like
Okie dokie.
So
War.
it's kind of like the arms are not attached properly.
Maybe.
of course they are. Why wouldn't they be?
Everything is fine. Don't know what you're talking about.
I have a perfect.
Oh, I think
arm.
I know what character, what that is.
People
Nah.
have attached
My-
arms.
my
I have
gu-
attached
my
arms
guess-
because I am people.
My guess is that Olomiak is not its actual name.
Of course,
That's my guess.
Of course, Alomiak is Alomiak's name. Why would Alomiak call Alomiak if it was not name? Everybody has name. This is mine.
Okay. So anyway, Havu, you come in the door first, and you see Elro perk up and kind of look over, and he's like, "Oh yes, no, welcome, Miss Havu, is it? Please come in, come in. Oh, and Fenton, good to see you again too. Please, have you any ideas to offer, any insights, or were you here maybe to help discuss what we might do to figure out things and find out.
Sorry, I'm late. I'm pretty slow.
Ouch.
Yes, I would like to know what happened. I definitely want to help. Definitely help, as Havu always wants to help. Havu wants to know what happened.
Olympiac's hood kind of turns, like scans the room, and then you're just a disgruntled. And anyway,
He did. What happened is he did. I figured out.
Yes, well, it's more the manner of the death that concerns us and how many may soon follow in its footsteps.
What do you mean he dead? He no he they not alive. Mean dead. That's how dead.
Yes, we want to know how the unalive happened, Alumiak. I, well, you see,
Oh, stabby. Yes, maybe stabby.
uh, well, there were no puncture marks on the body, and it's actually, let me start from the beginning. He kind of steeples his fingers and gives a little bit of a sigh. We actually sort of knew this was coming for about 2 weeks now.
Oh.
Ergon has not been well. We,
Eh.
he came back from Idlecross, and you all know Idlecross to be a a portion of country to the north of where you are currently. The best way to access it is getting in a boat along the coast. He came back from Idlecross about 2 weeks ago, and he he was only back in town for a couple of days when he started acting oddly.
Mm.
He and Elro kind of rubs his hand over his face in an absent fashion, and then stares intently at it as if checking it for something. Satisfied, he puts it down on the table and says, he came to me first. He was feeling a lot slower than usual and very cold all the time. I know, in a place like this, who isn't cold? He kind of chuckles nervously and indicates the snow piling up outside the windows.
Allow me not cut. Cozy.
Uh, oh, he said, and looks at you strangely.
Cozy. He flaps his sleeves. Cozy.
Well, it is a very nice cloak,
Yes.
I suppose. But, well, he thought he was coming down with, perhaps, a bit of the flu or something else. I lent him some coin to go see the village priest to see if they could burn it out of his system. He's old, as you know, and the flu can get to a lot of us and do things that are not very great for our bodies. But neither the priests of Morden or Corellion were able to cure him of the affliction, and it appeared to spread. He taps his hands. He started turning blue inside, and you could see it under his skin. And they they tried every spell in the book, every healing charm, every maladial cure they knew, and they couldn't stop it. And then 2 days ago, he became as he is now.
Mm.
And I thought up until yesterday that it was an isolated incident, that maybe he picked up something in his travels, but then I saw the same blue veins on Tolki. And Finton, you know who Tolki is because you do business with her sometimes when you are getting meat for your dishes. She's a dwarven trapper, um, and she traps animals and sells both their meat and their pelts. A very lucrative business.
Ah. Did Togi ever say like Is this a contagious thing?
She wouldn't talk to me. When I tried to talk with her about it, she just shoved me away. You know how she is. She's very isolationistic. She doesn't like to talk to people much, and she certainly did not want to talk to, and he makes air quotes, some stupid old elf about her problems.
um, yeah. Tolgi can be like that.
No stupid. You use big word.
Thank you, Lumiak. I appreciate that. But
Yes, very smart. Where is she?
I assume she's probably in her cabin at the edge of town. She likes to go and stay there. It's the smallest one on the eastern edge of town. You're familiar with it. Yes, Vincent, you go there sometimes to buy the meats.
Yeah. Her meats are pretty good. It would be sad to see our community to lose such a hunter.
Yes, I'm frankly worried because if Tolgi has it, I don't think that she's really come in very close contact with Ergun, so I don't see how she would have gotten it from him. I'm worried it might have a different source and that other people also may be affected. So, I I was hoping you might be able to go speak with her.
Yes,
And
good
see.
idea. Yes, good idea.
Speak.
Oh yeah. I can do that.
Yeah, you know her a little bit better than I do. She might actually talk to you. And if you could possibly if you could possibly see if you can find the source of this malady, I am at my wit's end. I am not really equipped to do much, especially in my age. But if you can find out what is the cause of all of this, I will pay you each 100 gold.
100, you say?
Yes.
I will find out. I will find out.
I would.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
And she
Oh,
kind of grabs everybody and is like
but-
pushing them out the door, like,
oh,
let's go.
Oh, okay. You can.
Yeah.
You can
Ooh,
also.
I can get a whole new cutlery set. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm changing my voice. Damn it. Sorry.
You also could try searching Ergo's house in case he has any clues inside there that we may have overlooked. We are not really equipped for murder investigations or investigations really of any sort. We've never had to before. It's basically just fighting off roving bands of winter ride goblins. That's all we really do here. And solving food crises.
Alrighty then. To Tolgis, right? To Tolgis.
Let's go.
I'm so sorry, I keep forgetting how to pronounce your character's name.
Havu.
Havu. Okay.
Like Haku without a K.
Havu, because it's sort of a sound a snake could make. Havu.
Okay, Havu. Okay, I'll probably forget again, and I apologize. But all right, Havu. Payday is just around the corner, right?
Let's go. Let's go. Which direction we go?
Sorry,
War.
I was loading up winter noises.
Why, Miak? Are you coming with?
War?
Well,
You there, War?
Miak?
Yes.
Are you coming with?
You coming
to-
with?
Yes, I am coming with.
What about you, Lomiak? Oh, we lost a Lomiak again.
Havu will drag a
The
Lomiak.
Lost of the Lomiak. Coming to theaters near you.
Alomia here was it admiring it was it admiring fountain pen. Very good, very nice fountain pen.
Alamiak waves at the fountain pen.
Excellent. All right. So you, Finton, since I'm controlling your character since you're not there, you lead everybody out this way because you know where Tolga's cabin is.
Okay. As I'm leading people to her cabin, I speak to War like, "Now, War, I know you said you were gonna find whoever it was that killed your school friend. I can assure you it wasn't Tolgi. She doesn't really do much fishing, but she does slaughter other animals. Are you okay with that?"
Jason, I can't hear you. I don't think
I'm all fine with like her killing other animals. There are actually certain sea animals that I eat, but like it's just like that octopus was my friend, and that's the only reason why I want to avenge them.
Okay, very good.
Lots of octopi. More in the sea.
Alrighty.
I
So
do occasionally eat small fish.
Yes, yes.
I think
yes.
I got the recipe for you.
delicious fishiest.
What, are you gonna give me some small fries?
So, as you guys approach this snow-covered cabin, it looks charming and peaceful. There are nice curtains that you can see in the windows. They're shuttered at the moment, so you can kind of just see a bit of light and the color from the curtains peeking out from between the shutters. There is a small but steady stream of smoke piping out of the chimney, indicating that someone's probably home and has a nice little fire lit.
Knock, 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 knock. Havu knocks very loudly and like shoves Fenton sort of in the front, like, you know her.
Okie dokie. All right.
And puts on a very innocent smile of, we are friends.
You
Go
see
away!
You see the corners of the scarf upturn and what is assuming a friendly grin as well.
The door does not open,
Tolgi!
but you do.
Tolgi, it's me, your buddy, your partner. Can you let me in?
Roll persuasion.
Yeah.
Alamiak will help by saying, no kill. No kill.
Oh,
I
that's
cast
right. I have to
guidance
roll
on
it
him.
for you, don't I? Oh, wait, no. No, you've got, you're doing it through Roll20, right?
D&D Beyond.
Me?
Or not Roll20, D&D
Yeah.
Beyond. You're doing it through D&D Beyond, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes, persuasion, got it.
Mhm.
Is a...
And you have
Hold on.
guidance.
I have guidance. I don't know how much that's actually going to help.
Well,
At least
What
one.
does
D4.
guidance do?
You roll a D4 and add it to your roll.
7.
7. Fuck off, Vinton! This ain't the time nor the place!
Look, I know it's a difficult time, but like we need to talk to you. I got some. Wouldn't you believe I got some friends with me?
Well, they can just fuck right off, right up a duck's butt!
There's a
No.
time and place for everything, but not now.
No, fuck.
No. Hey, she has a point. Stuffed duck could be pretty good right now.
Is there a window?
Let's see here. there are 2 windows in the front of the cabin.
So like where I am?
Mm-hmm. And then there are windows on the right, left, and you can't see it right now, but there is 1 window in the back of the cabin.
Does the window I'm by look locked or openable?
It currently has the shutters on it drawn, so you would have to open the shutters.
Okay, Alomiak is gonna open the shutters and then press their face against the window, and you hear the clonk of glasses as they against the window, and just see these emerald eyes twinkling and friend.
So that would have been creepy if you had managed to open the shutters, but they appear to be latched from the inside.
That's fine. The shutters don't need to be open. The same thing happens, except he doesn't see shit, and he's just saying friend.
Excellent.
Havu looks through other window, tries to open up, similar to Alomiak. Alomiak has good idea. Havu will copy.
Yeah, Havu, you try to open up.
I got this.
You try to open up the shutters, and they too are latched from the inside.
What about back here?
That must really
Also latched.
Here?
That's a thatch roof, isn't it?
Latched. It is, and it's about 12 feet high.
That
Any
sounds a
of
lot
them
like
open?
you,
None
probably.
of them appear to be open.
Let's try to see if I can climb.
All right, go ahead and roll me an athletics check. Oh yeah, you climb.
Yeah. You see as this gremlin of a fucking cloth, whatever, covered, whatever, just starts scaling the building, gets on top of the roof, and you hear Alomiak just shredding the thatch off the roof. Friend.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to roll me unarmed attack on the roof.
Yes. As soon as I can get my thing to shrink, oh my god. There we go. Accidentally made the window too big and I couldn't scroll. Unarmed attack, which is... No, that's a proficiency. Never mind.
It's a D20 plus your strength and proficiency bonus. So I believe that's a +4 for you.
Yes. I love the music here, by the way.
It's called Russian Winter.
I love it.
All right. So you try to kind of pry handfuls of thatch off of the roof, but it is soldered together really good. She used some really decent pitch, and with it being winter right now, that pitch is basically fucking frozen solid, hard as a rock. So you are instead rather hurting your poor gloved hands.
Yeah, you see as while digging, Alomiak's hands suddenly shoot up into the air and just stay in the air while his face clunks forward, and he's like, and then he stands up and walks over to the chimney and decides to stick his face in the chimney. And, friend.
Okay, roll a Constitution saving throw and a perception check.
Also, while this was happening and seeing that Togi won't listen to me, I started trying to unlock the door.
Okie
Just so
dokie.
you know, guys,
Roll your
I'm
thieves'
going
tools to
be
unlock the door.
Just so you know,
24.
Oh, Jesus
I'm-
fucking Christ. What?
I had a +6 because I was looking at how thieves' tools works, and that's a dex roll, right? Dexterity roll.
Yep. Alright.
So yeah, ability plus proficiency.
Alright,
24.
So, here's what happens. Alomiak, you are now blinded for about the next 5 minutes because of that. Your eyes streaming. Your emeralds streaming with the painful smoke and whatnot. And you are I guess not coughing and choking. But you do know that this
Yes, good
smoke is completely obscuring your vision of what is below. You can feel heat though from what is possibly fire.
Yes. Okay.
Just so you know, guys, I'm going to be AFK because I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okie dokie.
Yes, you
You're
hear,
gonna want to make it fast, Jason.
you hear as Alomiak
Also-
stands up, and then you hear him crunch, pause. Oh yeah. Cough. And then he let's see.
Roll a.
He walks off the roof.
Excellent. Finton, you hear the gentle click of the latch. That means that you have flawlessly opened this door. And as you see it start to open up a little bit, you hear a thump above you.
I immediately stand up and look like I didn't do anything, and just except for like
Cool.
turn the knob on the door.
Still gonna need you to roll a dexterity saving throw as Alomiak plummets onto your head.
What?
Alomiak's blind. I rolled a 1 or a 2 to see if he could feel like his foot falling and like save himself, but no, he walks off the roof.
Also, you need to roll a dexterity throw, Alomiak, to see if you take damage from the fall.
Oh goody.
Oh, goody! I rolled a 9.
Yeah. Don't you have like a goddamn like +8 to everything? Did that mean you rolled a
It's a
natural
+6.
1? Oh,
plus
so you rolled a
6
2.
on dex save.
Dexterity
Alright,
saving
that's right.
throw.
Dexterity saving throw.
I rolled a 3.
Well, Alomiak is fine because a halfling cushioned his fall.
Yeah.
However, Finton is gonna take 1d4 bludgeoning damage. Well, actually,
Oh,
it's 12
no.
feet, 2d4 bludgeoning damage.
Oh no!
Finton is gonna take 7 bludgeoning damage.
7?
It's almost like something heavy fell on you.
7?
7. I rolled a 3 and a 4.
Do you wanna know how much fucking HP I have?
9.
8!
Oh my god. Okay, so what happens, right? Alomiak, just fucking steps off the roof. They look like they didn't even try to stop themselves because they thought there was more roof. And they had an idea, and then they're like, uh-oh. And then they fall, and there's this crash and smack, and there's possibly a crunch, and Alomiak just sits up like,
Hello, Targus. What the fuck? Son of a biscuit, what the hell?
Thank you for using my phrase.
Good friend. Very soft. Thank you.
and then Alomiak's gonna
Thanks,
stand up.
nothing. The fuck was that?
Alomiak think is the called gravity.
I think that shit broke all my fucking ribs. Why were you on the roof? Where did you fall from?
Up.
And then Alomiak's gonna work on getting you stood up and brush you off and give you a punch in the arm, a gentle one because that's what friends do. You saw it once, and
Good boy. Better. Yes.
Oh, you haven't injured me enough already? God, I thought we were friends.
Our friends. You catch Alomiak. Alomiak not dead because of you. Good friend. Very yes. Dead.
You broke my bones.
No. Alomiak would not do that. No.
Havu does medicine check to see if things are broken.
Go ahead and roll me medicine.
Alomiak is gonna do a medicine check to prove they're not.
90% of my health was gone in one action.
I can't do medicine checks. It's fine, never mind. Alomiak pretends to do a medicine check and then says, no.
None broken. It's good. It's fine.
Havu, Finton does not look very good. He doesn't have anything broken, but he looks pretty severely concussed. His one eye is going in opposite direction from the other.
And Havu looks at him and goes,
That was 88% of my vitality there.
Tolgi, your friend. You must have wits about you to convince Tolgi to talk. Fine. heal.
You get 5 hit points back for a grand total of 6.
Thank you, Havu. Thank you.
Yes, go, let's go in. Go find Toki. Doors
Okay.
open.
Okay,
Havu, would
walks
you
in.
like a snack?
I would love snack.
Havu gives you. Havu gives you chicken bone, chicken leg.
Chicken,
you say-
yes, delicious.
Or Havu gives you. I give Havu chicken leg.
It's okay, you have concussion.
You say go in, and Alomiak just about faces and marches in.
Yes, go in.
Do you
In
bite?
we
Do you
go.
bite into the chicken leg?
Of course, I eat very quickly, yes.
So,
This is a. I'll DM you, Aaron, real quickly.
oh dear.
You can determine if it needs a roll or not.
I don't like the sound of that.
Okay, you do that.
I'm sorry, that was my mic. I'm bonking into my face. It's fine.
Bonk. Oh yeah, I have. No, Patrick, I did not.
Can I try some of your drink?
No, baby, that's an energy drink.
No, I mean the other drink.
This one?
Or that one.
There's not much left. You can have the rest of it.
So okay, there
Yeah,
you go.
That'll be a Constitution saving throw, please. To
Is
whoever.
it poison?
No, not
No.
poison.
Well, maybe depending on who you are.
All right, so Havu, you take a bite of this, and for a moment your tongue goes completely numb, and then there's a severe burning pain throughout all of your mouth, but most especially your tongue, and everything feels like your literal mouth is on fire.
She's going to grab her water skin and take a drink and turn around and look back at
The water
Finton.
does nothing.
Finton
Unfortunately.
and go very hot and shove it in his mouth.
So you try to say that to Finton, but that's you appear to have lost so much feeling in your mouth besides pain, and your tongue has gone numb besides for the sheer burning agony, and it comes out as
As you turn back to Finton, he has one of his own, and he takes a bite of it like gladly.
Go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw, Finton.
Oh, great! I have a +0. I should have higher than that.
Mhm.
Okay, it's an 11.
Mhm.
So you're not dead.
Yet.
I might still be able to speak.
I am back now.
Welcome
Welcome
back.
back.
They're eating
Don't eat the
ghost
chicken
I
peppers.
might be able to still speak after this.
What is it?
11.
No, it's DC 12. You are in the exact same boat as the victim that you just procured.
Okay.
And now you're both talking like a Lomiak.
Havu is going to come outside and
you
and
didn't-
find snow.
You didn't actually go in yet because you were eating that first. So the only person who stepped inside at this point is a Lomiak because you paused to eat the offered food from Finton.
I get snow. I put snow in mouth.
Alrighty. While you two are dealing with
Not yellow snow.
Wait, is guidance still a thing?
Guidance is still a thing
Yeah.
for me to give to someone and maybe never you.
I mean, like, do I still have guidance, or was that one and done?
One and done, I think.
Okay.
I believe you would probably have broken your concentration for this with that.
Yeah,
con
my
save anyway.
concentration's gone.
So
Also,
would
if
be
it wasn't
3.
gone, she would purposefully make it gone so you would fail.
But anyway, while all of this is going on, Lomiak, the heat in this small cabin hits like a hammer blow. There is a table set with neatly stacked dishes, tools, and utensils in the center of the room. The smell of yummy simmering soup comes from a pot hanging inside a absolutely roaring fireplace. Another fire burns in a small iron brazier that is on the opposite end of the room, filling the cabinet with a spit of smoky haze. Shivering at the very end of this brazier, seated on a bed and wrapped with what looks like every single blanket or fur that she owns, is a dwarf. Bulging blue veins streak her face, neck, and hands. As she looks up
Oh.
as you enter the room, her eyes widen and she snarls in your direction. I told you to get the fuck out! Iroh! Jira! Get her! And
Am
then
I
you
still
see...
unable to speak?
This is happening simultaneously to what you're doing, so...
Oh.
Because Alomiak paid no attention to your meat offers and went into there. Yeah. And so as she says this, two large gray wolves come out from beneath the bed that she is perched on and charge in Alomiak's direction. And it's about the same time that Havu is shoveling snow into her mouth. And everybody can roll for initiative.
Okay.
You'll have to add turn for me because I don't think anything's in my roll 20 sheet.
It is not, no.
Yeah. And I will roll that
So
in
initiative,
a
right?
second.
Don't click on your character.
Yep, don't forget to click on your character before rolling initiative.
That is
For me,
exactly what
I rolled a 15.
All of you apparently did not click on your character.
I
Oh, wait,
did
I
too.
can.
Oh, it just didn't load right away. Whoopsie daisy.
I
said
did
15?
too.
Did you say 15?
For me, yes. 15 for me.
Excellent. All right, now let me just get these two puppies up.
Puppies.
Puppy dogs.
Wolfie boys.
So we are going to be committing murders.
Mm-hmm.
Or we feed dogs chicken.
Dun, dun, dun.
We feed woman chicken. She'd be warm then.
Wait, if
Do you want me to DM
Wait, if
you,
we feed
Kat, what
dogs-
that was?
I think I accidentally said it out loud. I'm
What
sorry.
if we fed a dog?
Oh, I did not hear you
chicken
say
with-
it.
Hold up, if we feed them chicken, why don't we have the bones in there?
That is really dark and evil.
I mean, if we're gonna be trying to kill these things, I'm just coming up with a potential strategy here. I mean, I don't want to kill these things. They look like adorable, sweet little wolfy boys.
Well, then good for you. You've got animal handling. Maybe you can convince them to stop.
You know what? I'm gonna try to do that once it's my turn.
Excellent.
And it might be your turn to start with, so we'll see.
Mm,
The inside of the cabin is bigger than what we're doing. Okay. They ran out from under there.
It's like TARDIS.
It's a TARDIS cabin. We're going to actually use the one next to it for dimensions because that's more realistic. So there Lumiak is. The wolves just ran out from under the bed. That's where they are. Cool. We're just going to move you guys over to right here. Okay.
She has a lot of facial hair for.
Dwarves have facial hair, even the females.
She has a lot of facial hair.
Dwarves have facial hair.
That's just a thing for them. I would know, cause my first ever character was a dwarf.
Thug. Thug. Which one is Thug?
No one. That's just her stats. They said to use that stat sheet for her, but she is not an actual thug.
looks like one of the two wolfies will get to go first, and then the other one will go dead last.
Alrighty, so yep, everybody ready?
Yes, I am ready to kick butt and chew bubble gum.
Excellent.
And yet I'm all out of gum.
Dun dun dun. Alright, well, wolf number 1 gets to go first.
Alomiak holds their arms wide open like, here, puppy.
Oh, he definitely goes for that, charging straight into you to try to take a bite out of you. And he has advantage on this because one of his allies is within 5 feet of himself.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't even need it. That's an 18. Do we hit?
Oh, me?
Oh, I'm sorry, what?
Alomiak. Alomiak does a 18 hit.
It sure does.
Uh-huh. Excellent. So, the wolf's gonna hit you for 7 piercing damage, and please make a strength saving throw.
I sure will. Strength. Well, I mean, it could have been worse.
Oh, wow. You are currently prone. There is a wolf standing on top of you, snarling down into your features.
Good puppy.
Okie dokie. Next up is Tolgi in the bed over there. And let's see. Oh, okay. And she is going to kind of lurch and grab her heavy crossbow and point it shakily at the door. Well, it shakily at Alomiak, but not fire it because her wolf's on top of you and she doesn't want to hit her puppy. So she's just going to hold her attack action until either the wolf moves or somebody else comes in the door to fire at. And that brings us to where your Finton and Havu are eating snow because they unfortunately ate some of Finton's chicken. And you can see a Lomiak with a wolf on top of him that is currently bitten him. What do you do, Where?
I am going to frickin' chop it to pieces.
Alrighty, so you go ahead and move up so you can reach the wolf and then unleash your Great Axe attack. Are you raging first or are you just attacking?
I think I'm just gonna...
Okie dokie. Go ahead and roll that attack.
I don't see my character sheet anymore. I need to bring it back up. Alright, there we go. Alright, I'm going to use the Great Axe.
It is truly great. That's a 22. That definitely hits Mr. Wolfie.
Cool. Alright, so I'm guessing now I have to roll damage.
If you click the part there on your roll that says Great Axe, the roll that you already did with the 22, it says Great Axe right underneath of it, that will roll the damage. If you're talking, babe, I can't hear you.
I tried pressing the roll.
The part that
So,
says
in the chat where you see 22,
underneath of it, it says Great Axe, and when you mouse over it, it turns red. Click it.
Okay.
That is 12 slashing damage as you literally behead the wolf. The snarling, panting face that was right up in yours, Alomiak, falls onto yours and covers you with drool and blood.
Holy crap, I just murdered a wolf.
You did. Anything else for your turn, wolf murderer?
I feel like mourning the death of the wolf now. I kind of feel bad.
the funny thing about that is, when the wolf head falls into Alomiak's hood, it just sort of vanishes, and you're not sure where it went, but it's not there anymore.
And now that there's not a wolf in their way, and they are filled with utter sadness for what just happened, I don't know! Heavy crossbow is going to discharge. They have disadvantage though because you are prone.
Also,
That's a
does
natural one.
Fenton know the wolves' names?
Yeah, Fenton, you know the wolves' names.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's a critical fail.
On my emotions?
No, on her attack.
Oh no, the
Okay,
critical
next
fail's
time-
gonna kick
Next
me
time
right
I'll
in the
try
feels.
animal handling. I don't want to ever do that ever
Yeah,
again.
well, next time maybe lead with that.
Sorry, I completely forgot that existed.
That's a
She
62.
even said before your turn, maybe try animal handling.
Yeah, but who
I'm
listens
sorry,
to
I
their mom?
completely forgot about that, okay?
It's all good.
Are we losing 2 wolves in one shot here?
No,
God.
but
Okay.
the arrow does ricochet across the room.
Oh no.
Ping, 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 ping. Ah! Ah! And let me just roll damage on that.
Oh no.
Wait, what happened?
Someone got hit by an arrow.
Oh. How about we all try just taming it instead of murdering it, okay?
You started
I'm
with the
gonna roll
murder.
that again so that I can just.
Yeah, I made a big mistake. I'm sorry, okay?
So the arrow ricochets around until it lodges in the caster, or rather the firer's shoulder, as Tulgi takes 8 piercing damage from her own crossbow bolt. You son of a bitch! I've had arrows since she was a pup. And yeah, she is going to she is going to use her bonus action to reload her heavy crossbow, and that'll be the end of her attack. And Alomiak, you're up. You've got a headless wolf corpse on you. What you doing?
Let's see. If I have 25 feet of movement speed, how much speed do I have if I crawl?
The same amount of movement speed, but you're gonna need to do a strength check to get the wolf off you. Very low DC though.
Cool. Strength check.
Yeah, you get the wolf off of you.
Yeah. So you see, as Alomiak basically just kind of, Alomiak just kind of, not so much pushes the wolf off, but kind of like slithers out from under it and just starts army crawling across the floor in a very jaggedy, janky fashion, and
Puppy, no, puppy, good puppy, no die, puppy.
And you see as Alomiak just goes to envelop this thing in their cloak, and I'm gonna try to grapple it. So it can't bite people.
The still living one? Okie dokie.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll.
No, I want to grapple the dead one.
Yeah, grapple the dead one. Go ahead and roll a contested strength check.
Strength
Nice.
check.
Nice, 19.
The dog is not grappled, and it snaps at you a little bit.
The grand gesture of a hug goes into okay. And then they're gonna crawl. Let's see, what's over here?
A shelf with some like books in it and stuff.
Okay, what's over here?
There's a table with dishes on it.
Okay, Lomiak's gonna go over here and crawl under the table.
All right, you
Go
crawl
puppy.
under the table. You now have half cover. No, 3/4 cover.
Yeah. Lomiak's gonna let's see. They're gonna open their bag and kind of rummage around a little bit, and it's clearly they don't want to hurt the dog. So they Oh, I know. Yes, fuel. And then you see as a mess kit is pulled out with 1 day of rations, and the rations are pulled out and just flung across the room until they're like over there. And then
Go, puppy, go fetch.
Animal handling check.
this is not gonna go well.
Nice.
Jesus.
Maybe it will.
The dog definitely seems interested in those food rations where it was snarling and snapping at you a moment before. Now its ears are perked up and it is looking expectantly in that direction. We'll see what happens on its turn, though. Finton Leafkettle, you can't see around the turtle in your way, but you did hear Tolgi scream, "I don't know! I've had her since she was a pup, you bastards!"
See back yet? He BRB'd a minute ago.
Oh, okay. Oh. Oh my god. Really, Sives? Really? I just read your DM. Yes, that's good. That's good. Alright, well, we will let Finton drop in after you, Havu, so we can keep this along a little bit, since some people have school in the morning. So Havu, you go ahead.
Okay. She She's going to she can see over Turtle.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
It is a dwarf's house. The door is not that big.
She is going to not back up. What are you doing, computer? She's going to move a little forward. Peer in. Can she see
Yes.
Torgi? Okay.
Tolgi.
And she going to command at level 1 drop what she has in her hands.
Okay, and what saving throw is that?
That is a wisdom saving throw.
DC?
Good question. That's a good one.
You know
13.
what? I don't think it matters with a 4. And you see Tolgi's eyes bug out as she drops her crossbow. And it is a crossbow, so...
But she wasn't done loading it yet, was she?
No, she used her bonus action to load it last turn.
Okay.
And it hits the trigger, and ting 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 ting. There is an arrow ricocheting around the room. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 people that it might hit. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Hello, Miak under the table. Okay. And let's see with disadvantage because of that. Yeah, no. I think the natural one is the fact that it went off though, so I'm not going to go to the crit fail chart. Ting 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 ting. Alomiak, you see an arrow pierce the floor right in front of your peepers.
Alomiak suddenly throws himself on the floor and whispers, apparently at the base of the arrow, and says,
No, are you okay?
And Havu also just kind of says, let me see, what would she say? We are coming to check on you. We are friends. No need to fight.
Go ahead and roll persuasion. It's gonna have to be pretty high there. There's a dead wolf in the mix now. Oh, damn. Okay.
I'm very sorry, Mr. Wolf. You shall be missed.
Alright.
I mean, we were here to talk. You attack us. We protect self. No need to keep fighting.
Oh my god, Olympiac, I love you so much. Tolgi kind of looks at you with tears in her eyes, and as they fall, they crystallize into bits of ice and plink, 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 plink down on the cocoon of blankets that surrounds her. And she finally just puts her hands in her face in her hands, and she says, "Oh, what does it even matter? I'm just gonna die anyway soon." And you guys are now out of combat, and the other wolf rushes over to eat the rations.
I really was holding back the comment of Havu being like, "That's the spirit. No need to fight." And then she kind of pushes everyone in to the room and is like, "Finton, go comfort your friend." I don't know if he's back yet.
I don't know either. But as you guys come in, as you come in, she kind of holds her hands up and she's, "No, you've got to stay away. You got to stay back. It's contagious, whatever it is."
Havu goes, Havu is at the funeral, so we are all probably exposed.
No. I don't. Alright then.
Medicine check? I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead and do a medicine check.
Hold up, should I go and pet the other dog that's still alive and apologize for killing his brother?
That would be a animal handling check with disadvantage because it did see you kill its brother. Alright. Yeah, with a 12, as you approach, the wolf shies away from you and kind of snarls warningly. As long as you don't try to pet it, it won't try and bite you, but it does not look friendly towards you. It has not forgiven you for what you did to Iroh. I see. So, Alamak drags the headless wolf corpse around the side for a funeral. Good, great, fantastic. Never heard from again.
Now that's just making it worse.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, so with a 22 medicine, you look upon this dwarf, and her veins beneath the skin look blue and almost crystalline. She appears to be shivering despite the many copious blankets that are heaped upon her, and the absolutely almost sweltering warmth that fills this entire cabinet, even with the door open, that comes from the brazier she sits in front of and the roaring fireplace beside her. She just does not seem to be able to get warm. Whatever it is, it looks like it might be some kind of disease or perhaps even a curse, but it's like nothing that you've ever seen before, even with a 22.
Here, have chicken! And shoves Finton over there to give her chicken. It make you feel warmer.
Yes it does. I might overdid it on the special sauce, but yeah. Here, try it. It's... Yes, here you go. And he'll hand off one of the sauced chicken legs to Togi.
Also,
I
Papa wants to take one of those chicken legs and just kind of keep it as a weapon for later if needed.
I see. Alright, so you give one of the chicken legs to Tolgi, who kind of looks at it without any kind of hope in her eyes, kind of listlessly, and she bites into it, chews, swallows. And as she's chewing, you can hear sort of a crunching sound. Like, although the chicken went in there in a nice, like, warm, solid piece, it might have solidified in some way. And you can see the hand that's holding the chicken leg, there's slow bits of frost and ice beginning to creep up the meat.
Thought that would do more.
Very.
So, where did you go
very
to get
useful
these?
for icebox. This could be very useful for icebox, but there's more important now.
What were you
Eh.
saying, Elmac?
Oh, Alomiak was just saying not good, not good. Contributing to the conversation wonderfully.
When did this start? How did this happen? You can still talk unlike our friend in town, grasping his way out of his own coffin.
It's his fault. I'm sure of it. I may have, well, you know he was an explorer, right? And he was constantly bringing back trinkets and things from other places.
Yes, go on.
Me and my sister, Lily, well, we took notice and we rather wanted some of them. And last time he come round back home, I waited for him to sell things all to the shop and snuck in when I stole them all. And
That was a twist. I did not expect that.
Yeah, that's possibly why me and Togi are friends. But anyways, different story. Do you know what could have done this? Other things you got?
I don't rightly know. None of them look suspicious. I even kept one of them, but I don't think it's the cause. And she reaches into her pillowcase and draws out a dagger. It's kind of ornate. It has a gilded sheath, and it looks very fancy. There's a lot of shining, glittering runes along the sheath that holds this dagger, and it looks to be made of a metal that's a bit of a lighter weight than steel, and there's this slight kind of almost glowing sheen about it.
Yeah, dagger.
Well, that
Yes,
certainly
very
doesn't
shiny dagger.
That certainly doesn't look normal.
And with an arcana of 5, Havu, it's shiny.
Yes, very shiny. It's beautiful dagger. Where did dagger come from?
Well, I assume it came from Elois, which everything he brought back came from. I don't know where in particular. He had a lot of things. This is the only one of them that I kept. The rest of them I gave to my sister and her crew. She bases out of Croker's Cave. I get the things, I pass them off to her, and she sells them. We split the profits, but this one was pretty, so I kept it. And I searched his... Before I started seeing this, and she indicates her veined arms, I did search his cabin to see if he had anything else. I did not find anything, though.
Would I also try to arcana with a 12.
12? with a 12, you can sort of sense a magical aura about this dagger. And you're not really sure what kind of magic, but there is magic.
So,
Alomiak
yeah,
is gonna lean towards the dagger and whisper, "Hello."
Nothing answers you. Nothing answers you at this time.
Alomiak sits back and folds their arms like they're offended.
Oh my god, no way.
No, wait, what?
No,
No way, what?
no,
No way,
What?
what?
it's not.
What isn't it?
What?
Anyways.
Are you sure?
Are you really sure?
Whisper us. See if you got it right.
I gotta be wrong about that. But anyway,
I think
Well,
you
we
might have
won't know
hit
until
upon
you
it now.
ask.
I think you might have hit upon it now. Whisper us. See if it's true.
Yeah, maybe.
that's what I was going to say. Togi, like, this might be obvious, I don't know, but it's that the dagger that is obviously magical of some sort. How? I don't know.
Maybe dagger for cooking. Extra sharp.
It is really good at stabbing. I'll give it that.
Stabby.
It's very, very good at stabbing.
Stabby.
Yes, stabbing.
Stabby.
Yes.
Where is Croaker Cave?
Croaker Cave.
Can you all do a history check really quick?
Okay.
Alomiak makes an exaggerated motion of scratching their head.
Think. Think. Croaker Cave.
What have you got, Finton?
History?
History.
That is going to be a total of a 14.
Okie dokie. Both Finton and Alomiak come upon a realization about the same time. There is a cave to the north, which is called Croaker Cave because frogs like to mate in it in the summer months, and it fills the entire cave with the sounds of their croaking. They echo and bounce across the walls.
And I knew that.
Yep, both of you know that. Probably Alomiak knows that because frogs.
Frogs, yep.
Actually, Finton, you might also know that because frogs. I'm sure you fried up some frog legs in your time.
Alomiak looks like they want to explain what they know, but basically it just comes out as a...
Stinky frogs. Yes. Frog. Ripetata.
That's where I get my frogs. I actually catch them myself. Unlike most of the stuff I get and make. But yeah, good frogs over there.
Oh. Yes, we must go there and see as well. You say she has other things. Maybe has a thing that had illness on it?
I don't really know. I hope not. I haven't heard from her since I delivered the goods about 4 or 5 days ago. But we can go weeks without talking for some time. We don't check in daily or nothing. It's a little bit of a hike up there to the cave. Oh God, it's so cold. It's so cold, and you can see as you speak, her skin is taking on a slightly more blue tint to it. Look, if you can go there and you can check on her and you can find me a cure for whatever the bloody fuck this is, I'll give you anything you want. I've got furs, I've got gold, I don't want to die.
One friend. Help friend. Friend, yes. Go get frog.
And then Alomiak's gonna stand up and walk out. Go get frog.
Yes, help friend. Yes, help friend and maybe gold. All right, let's go.
And then Alomiak turns
I'll
around and sticks their head back in the door and says, friend, don't die.
Alright.
I'll bring you
Because
some more
obviously she
food.
can't die if I told her not to, right?
True. Very
Yeah,
persuasive.
definitely. Alright, so the information you have gathered is that Tulgi stole things from the curiosity shop that you guys have in town here. And you know the only place he would have sold these items to is, what's it called? Come on, you stupid thingy. That's not what it's called. Pelix Curiosities. It's a shop that's over by the regular marketplace, right up here along the north side of the road, leading out of town. And also that she searched through Ergon's cabin in search of any other things that he might have held secret. So those are the two places that you know of that she might have got infected, is Ergon's cabin or Pelix Curiosities, where she grabbed all of the goods and then hooked it up to her sister.
Yeah.
What would you guys like to do now?
Go check
I'd just
on the
like to
sister.
still try to continue to convince the wolf that I am not a bad person.
You can roll one more animal handling check before you guys leave.
Alright. Will it still be at disadvantage?
It will be. He did watch you kill his sister. Jesus, that's a natural one. Okay, so you're really trying. You think maybe if you give some of that nice chicken that Finton and Havu had to the wolf, he'll like you, right? Right? So you break off a little piece of it, part without the bone, so nobody gets chokied, because you want to help the nice wolf, not hurt the nice wolf. And you offer it out, and the wolf sniffs it, and he gives it a hesitant lick, and then runs yelping out into the snow.
What the heck?
And Tolkien's like, "What have you done to my other wolf?"
What do you mean?
No, that was not meant for the puppies. I had treats in my
What do you mean?
bag.
Why didn't you tell me that?
I didn't know you were going to feed puppies.
I was just trying to make it not feel sad that I killed its sister.
Okay, Alomiak,
Because I regret doing that. I just wanted to make it not hate me.
Okay, Alomiak's gonna chase after the wolf and try to do something. I mean, I already gave it food, and I gave it not dead food. Maybe stop.
With an 11, roll a dexterity check really quick. Roll a dexterity check.
I will do that, and then I have to reload because my chat's gone. I don't see that.
Well,
So,
you
reloading.
rolled an 11 animal handling and a 10 dexterity check.
Oh boy.
So you approach the dog, hands out like nice puppy, good puppy, don't want to hurt nobody. And the dog, who is running around frantically, doesn't seem to notice your kind administrations, and also doesn't seem to notice that it's barreling straight for your legs, and it bashes into them, and you go head over heels behind it as it keeps running around, its tail between its legs, just like barking and howling its head off.
Bad dog.
At this point, we're just straight up torturing these dogs.
Basically, y'all are fucking monsters.
Alomiak's gonna stand up and walk away because that was rude.
Eventually, the dog charges back inside the building and presumably hides underneath the bed, because you can hear whimpering and pained whining from in there.
Alomiak's gonna close the front door and then just leave. Just leave. We're going to Sister's house. It's fine.
Okay, now Sister doesn't have a house. Sister is in a cave to the north of the
We're going to
village.
Sister's cave. It's fine.
Okay. Alrighty. Well then, as you guys make your way to... Oh, are the rest of you also going to Sister's cave?
I guess.
Who was going to say we check out the cabin first, but if everyone wants to go to the cave, she'll go to the cave.
Hey, sister, go
Yeah.
see sister.
Okay.
Cave might be nice.
Alrighty.
Let's go to cave.
Alright, so you guys head to the northern gate to the village, which can be considered the main gate. It has the head of a dire moose hanging over top of it. Well, rather, just skull of a dire moose hanging over top of it from the village's greatest hunting escapade that they ever completed. Its large skull is about the same size as War's entire body. And it is quite large and intimidating looking. And as you approach it, as you go along the north road there and are in the area of the marketplace, please roll a perception check.
Mhm.
I rolled a 9.
Okay, Havu's got a 20. War, roll your perception check.
Alright. Let's see. Hold up. I can barely see. I think this might be perception.
Yeah, that's perception. How much did you roll, Flinton?
9.
9? Okie dokie. So War and Flinton, you don't hear this because you're currently engaged in conversation about what foods are and are not good for puppies that Flinton is carrying. So you're deep in conversation about that and about how you might be able to win the wolf back over if you could get him something better than that chicken. How to convince him that it's okay to eat things again ever that people offer them. So you don't notice this, but Olomiak and Havu, as you are walking past the marketplace and past the large building right here on your left, you hear... I'm not sure if you heard the sound effect, but it was a breaking noise.
You did.
Oh no, I heard it loud and clear.
Havu's nosy, so Havu's going to look to see if she can figure out where that noise came from. Does she see anything?
Mm-hmm.
So
Same.
it sounded like it came from the back of the building.
I shall return. Be right back. And she runs to the back of the building.
Sneakily or not sneakily?
Always sneaky, like Snake.
And then we'll
Yeah, same.
stealth,
Lomiak's
please.
gonna follow and do the same thing. Probably just as well. Cough, cough.
Better! Cough, cough! Alright, so Havu with a 13 in stealth, you manage to not make too much noise. It helps that the falling snow provides a cushion for your footfalls, so there's only the very barest crunch of the crust crackling under your foot every once in a while. Olomiak, oh yeah, under your tail every once in a while. So Olomiak, you are the snow. You are one with the snow. You tiptoe through it with a dancer's grace with your flailing limbs. And as you both peer around the edge, you notice that one of the windows in the back of the shop appears to be broken, and there are dark figures moving around inside.
Okay. Lomiak is gonna... Alright, can I... Oh, I know.
Okay, go ahead.
I got it. Lomiak's gonna crouch down, go in front of the window and kind of like peer up and just the very very tippy top of their head, and two little emerald gaze just barely peeks up, and I'm gonna try to see if I can see who these people are and what's going on. Well, being sneaky.
Alright, I'm gonna use your same perception roll from the last time, since that was what drew you to this to begin with. As you peer inside, you see about 4, maybe 5, considering that shadow over there that seems to be watching the front of the shop. 5 tall, cloaked figures. You see the wink of a very thin ear in a dark, dusky skin color poking out from underneath one, almost purplish in hue, really. And they appear to be ransacking the place. 2 of them are in the room that you're peering into, which appears to be a small bedroom of some kind. They're pulling drawers out, dumping them, sorting through them, scrounging through a desk. And through the open doorway into the next room that is the major portion of the shop, you see 3 more of the figures, 2 of which are currently going through all of the shelves, just like knocking things aside, just searching for something. And 1 that's watching the windows and the door that lead into the front of the shop. It is dark in here as you peer inside. No candles nor lights are lit.
Okay, here's what you want to go, or Havu has an idea.
Yeah. No, let me actually just looking and listen. If you want to explain an idea, go for it.
Havu goes, I tell the others to go to front, and we yell, "Stop thief!" And they will come out and we will get them.
Wait.
Olomia kind of sinks down beneath the window and walks over and whispers to Havu.
Respect. Go. Olomia, say, I found it. They looking something. I say, I found it. Let's go. And then they be no scared. Take surprise.
But would they go at front or they go at back if they hear you say, you got it?
Let me worry about that. Go.
Okay, I go tell them to go to front, ready for thieves to come at the front. And then she's gonna also run back to the back.
Okay. Alright, so what happens next is,
Do you tell them why you're telling them this? Because they have no idea what you're talking about.
I say, go to front, point to that door, and say, there's thieves. And I just tell them that and run away.
Okay. War. Fintic, what do you do?
I don't know. I didn't know if we were still with Havu and
Havu and Alomiak told you guys to stay behind while they checked out a noise. They have discovered that the noise is thieves inside the curiosity shop. Havu ran back, told you it's thieves in the shop. Go stand out in front. Do you do that, or what do you do?
Oh, thieves in the shop. Okay. Yes. I'll watch front.
What about you, War?
I'm not a strong man, but I can try.
War?
Yeah, I didn't think you said my name.
I did several times actually. War, what do you do?
I mean, I don't really know.
Havu told you that there's thieves inside the shop and told you to stand outside at the front. Is that what you do, or do you do something else?
You know what? I'll do that, and if the thieves come out, I'll just kill them with my axe.
I believe that was Havu's plan.
Oh.
okay.
Front of shop.
Front of shop. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Right.
so.
And also, Havu prepares poison.
Excellent. So you prepare poison. War and Flintic are standing at the front of the shop. Alomiak, as they move to the front of the shop, you see the elf that was watching through the door and window out there raise 2 fingers to his lips and make a silent noise to the others, who abruptly stop what they were doing.
You see, Alomiak's posture kind of squishing a little bit, like shit, and then
I'm just giving those little criminals like an intimidating stare.
You stare
okay,
at the
now what what happens next? Hafu might not quite understand, but you see as Alomiak kind of unties his bright yellow sash and kind of finds a crack in the window and kind of like stuffs it in there, and you can see, unlike it's obviously not very much room. It shouldn't look like it should go in, but this sash flattens out and kind of like slithers in through the window, and then and after
Like
a few
Snake.
moments, sorry,
Like Snake.
Like
kind
Snake.
of, and then after a few moments of just silence and waiting, you hear from the front room, "I found it. Let's go. Go north."
And
then
go ahead and roll a deception check for me.
yeah, it's a very
They're all in there
raspy
going,
sounding
whose voice was that?
Deception check.
Outrage.
Nice.
All right. So
I DM'd you.
okay. They hear that and they kind of look around in confusion for a minute, but start to move to the northern end of the shop.
And then, after that, Alomiak is going to abruptly look at Havu, point up, as in, like, stand up, and then, without further warning, is gonna stand up, send a fist through the window to break it, and
It's
scream.
already broken.
Oh, okay. Right. Is gonna stand up and, like, look like they're trying to crawl through the window a little bit, and just shout, "They're in here! Let's go through the back!"
And then you see two of them whip around, drawing weapons as they peer at you, slithering through the window. One of them is still frantically searching the northern end of the shop for whatever it is they're looking for, and the other two are drawing weapons and going towards the front door because they know by now that they are surrounded. And that is where we are going to halt for the night.
When are we going to continue?
Well, if everybody is amicable to it, we'll be continuing actually next Wednesday because Calith has already said that she will be working next Wednesday night, so she wouldn't be able to do our normal session anyway.
Nice. So, do we have any guesses, given the new information, as to what Alomiak might be?
Do you want to do this on stream or off stream?
Kinda on, kinda off. You know what? Let's do it off stream. Let's cliffhanger.
Leave some mystery. Leave some mystery.
Tune in next time to maybe figure out what a Lomiak is.
No one's ever gonna figure out what the fuck a Lomiak is.
I certainly can't figure it out.
Apparently
He's been
not.
trying to.
All right. Well, thank
Lumiak
you.
who?
Thank you.
Alomiak, my character.
He knows that. He's being silly.
Oh.
He does that. So thank you all for watching tonight. We greatly appreciate it. It's a little bit of a deviation from our normal Wednesday session, but we were all craving some D&D, and while our dear DM Kalith is off dealing with real life issues that render her unable to give us that sweet, sweet Dungeons and Dinosaurs we crave, we'll be doing Frozen Sick next Wednesday. Hopefully at some point the characters will actually get to Croaker Cave. But if not, hey, at least it's the wolves we ate along the way.
And also remember, do not axe dogs to death.
Yes, that's a really important public service announcement. Do not axe dogs to death. Give them love and cuddles, not slashing damage. And from those of us here...
I did not mean to do that. I completely forgot what I was supposed to do, and I regret it immensely.
And from those of us here in our Dragons Also Maybe Dungeons one-shot crew, we wish you good night, and let the question of what a Lomiak is haunt you for fucking ever. Good night!
You will die before you know what it is.